that. Wow. Hey, Uncle Buck. I'm just looking at the comment. Just looking up now for the comment you sent me. Great noise. It is fun making weird noises. I mean, who doesn't like just making some weird noises? You know? Hey, Mike. Hey, Laura. Also, new update on Our Life, the next Our Life game. Just gonna look up the details on this. Ooh. Well, dang. Your plan for tonight? This. Hey, Buttercup. Hey, Billy. Thank you, Buttercup. Just got done watching the 90s intros. So I was just looking up. There's a new. There's an update on the next Our Life game. Hi, Specs. So yeah, looks like their schedule late this year. They'll have steps 1 and 2 completed and released. Or they'll do like an they'll do like an early access late this year and then full release early next year for steps 1 and 2. Steps 3 and 4 will be 2027, and then wedding. Hey, Stephanie. And then they'll do like a wedding thing early 2028. So looking like it'll be like 2 more years before I play that game. Which bit longer than I was expecting. But it's fine. I got plenty of other stuff to play in the meantime. That's why I have high cholesterol and I'm not even chubby. I don't want to interrupt the cake discussion. Hey, Shelly. Because my foot was asleep, Uncle Buck. My foot fell asleep. So Buttercup was praying for me for my sleepy foot. It's not asleep anymore for now, but one of those cartoons on my to be watch list, the Western. Hey, Tanea. It was the left foot. I did buy popcorn. By the way, I have big news, everybody. I have huge news, everybody. Huge news. I used the microwave last night. Biggest possible news. I used the microwave last night. Made some popcorn. Putting one of those cartoons to be watched list, the Western. Yeah, I watched. I watched enough of those cartoon intros that I don't remember which one you're talking about. Yeah, I watched Wake Up Dead Man last night. No, my rice cooker's fine for now. Give it another couple months. My rice cooker should be fine for another like 2 months. I mean, I don't actually have anything I can microwave aside from popcorn. The only thing I have that I can microwave is popcorn. which, you know, I like popcorn, but it's not much of a, it's not great for a meal. Anyway, I watched the new Knives Out last night, so I had popcorn with that. It was good. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I recorded that one like, you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Surprised we can microwave. I do not have an air fryer. Yeah, like you know, like I recorded that video like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, and I've like recorded a bunch more since then. If you name the show, I might remember it. Or like if you describe the intro, I might be able to remember it. But otherwise, like I said, it's just there's been so many intros that I've watched. I mean, 7 hours worth. Just about. And like there are a few that you know that have you know that I still remember. Very beboppy. There are some that I still remember. Country Mouse and, or City Mouse and Country Mouse. I remember I really liked that one. Um, that intro. Um, the Max. Great fucking intro. Ah, fucking love Sam Keith. I really need to read more Sam Keith comics. Um, what are some of the other ones that I do still remember? Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I still sort of kind of remember the intro for that one, but mostly I just remember the concept, like the basic idea. Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Sure. And you know what? The intro delivered. The intro delivered on both of those fronts. Had a Cadillac and had dinosaurs. Yeah, most of the intros I watched, I've forgotten them already. Sherlock Holmes in the 20s, was it 22nd or 23rd century? Shit, I've forgotten. '22nd. So yeah, Excuse me, man. Calling your ears. I will tell her not to use the R slur. Because it is a slur. Should not use it. So I'll try to remember to correct her on that. You know, she can call them dumbasses. She can call them buffoons. She can call them clowns. Nincompoops. Jerkwads is a good one. I like that one. Jackass is always great. Legend of Calamity Jane. That one. Yeah, that was a good intro. I never looked up like whether the show actually. Uh-huh. According to Wikipedia, the show had fuller and richer animation than was customary on Saturday morning TV. Keep meaning to start MLP, then I get distracted by things constantly happening on YouTube. I just finished my rewatch of season 2. Anyway, just looking up on it and just looking at Legend of Calamity Jane. Only ran for 13 episodes, but did develop a cult following. US didn't really run it at all. US aired 3. The WB in US aired 3 episodes and then pulled it and never brought it back. Cast isn't really anyone I'm familiar with aside from Frank Welker, of course. Yeah. Man, the woman who voiced Calamity Jane on that show doesn't even have a Wikipedia article. So she clearly did not have a big career. Hey, Shirley. Barbara Scaff. Apparently, they originally cast Jennifer Jason Leigh, but then recast 2 weeks before the series was set to air, before the show premiered. 2 weeks before it aired, and they recast the main fucking character. Frank Welker, obviously know who that is. Clancy Brown. And actually, Clancy Brown is actually pretty notable. Clancy Brown, actually, I have heard of Clancy Brown. He's notable. Michael Horse, who apparently was on Twin Peaks, so. Apparently I did watch a few things that he was in here and there. I do a couple episodes of this character, or a couple episodes of this show, a few episodes of that one. And Tim Matheson. Animal House. Oh, and he was on the West Wing, so he also ended up being pretty notable. I mean, he already was, but. Anyway, Wikipedia doesn't really say how the show was viewed critically. Hey, Celipete. Critically done for the 80s? Well, 90s. It's a 90s show. You know what? I'm going to add it to my list as well. I'll watch an episode of it for Patreon. Hello, pause. Yeah, the animation. Apparently, the animation, was notable for being a lot better than most Saturday morning cartoons of the time. I've started recording my 80s cartoon intro. I have actually started recording my 80s cartoon intros. First of those will go up February 2nd. Because I have recorded quite a bit in advance. So I do have the next 3 full weeks recorded. I haven't been on Patreon for a few days. Gonna have to check. Nah, I don't think you've missed anything all that important. Though tomorrow. Hey, Raption. Spider-Man has Amazing Friends. Never watched that one. That one was before my time. Tomorrow, Heartless Bastards. Tomorrow, a video about the Heart. Tomorrow is a video where I highlight some of my favorite songs by the Heartless Bastards. Yeah, I never watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. It was basically before my time. Not even basically, no, it was before my time. It was like so early-ish 80s, I think. '81. Yeah, 1981. I was trying to remember when Firestar debuted. Because she started on the she like originated from the cartoon, but then did pretty quickly get moved over to the comics. Oh shit! Not so quickly. 4 years. 1985, she first appeared in the comics. So she did take her time to actually get moved over to the comics. Firestar was hot, literally. Yeah, she's a really good character. I can't really speak much to like the cartoon version of her, but the comic version of her is a really good character. Also, funny to think that she was created because the Human Torch, like they wanted to use the Human Torch, but his rights were tied up, which happened a lot with him. He had to be replaced in multiple cartoons because his rights were already tied up somewhere else. That old ass Fantastic Four cartoon, the one with Herbie, they were going to use the Fantastic Four, or they were going to use the Human Torch, but there was already work going on for a solo Human Torch project, which obviously never went anywhere. So they had to replace him, and then Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends had to replace him for the same reason. So it wasn't until the 90s that the Human Torch actually got to show up anywhere outside of comics. Or they got to show up in cartoons. Favorite 80s cartoon? So I didn't watch a lot of 80s cartoons. Being born in 1985, I don't really remember much of the 80s. That said, probably Inspector Gadget. Because that was still like in syndication in the 90s. Yeah, it was still being played in the 90s, so probably Inspector Gadget. I think Chippendales Rescue Rangers or Chippendales Rescue Rangers also started in the 80s and continued into the 90s. I love that one. Like I said, I'm gonna be watching. Like I'm gonna be. I will. Like I'm gonna be making my way through 80s cartoons. I'll see. I'll see which of them I actually remember. Let's see how many 80s cartoons that like I actually knew that I actually watched. I forget what was in the first batch of them. He-Man. Never watched He-Man. Never watched Knight Rider. Oh, Rocky and Bullwinkle. I'm just looking at the first episode I recorded. So Rocky and Bullwinkle. Original. The like, I mean, there was Pride of the X-Men in the 80s. There was like a pilot in the 80s, but the classic X-Men animated series, yeah, that was 90s. Very, very 90s. It kind of helped define the 90s in some ways. 70s cartoon person grew up Hanna-Barbera, and I grew up in the Brady Bunch. So yeah, so 80s cartoons, Rocky and Bullwinkle. I did watch that one. Inspector Gadget, as I mentioned, I watched that one. I think Bullwinkle's up before I was. Really? Oh shit, yeah. 1959 to 1964. Okay, so that one's not an 80s cartoon then. Okay. So never mind that one. Was there anything else in the first batch? Beetlejuice cartoon apparently started in the 80s. So there was the Beatles cartoon. Or Beetlejuice, I mean. Beetlejuice cartoon. Started in the 80s, continued into the 90s. I assume My Pet Monster must have been 80s. Yeah, 1987. So, My Pet Monster. I do know that I did watch My Pet Monster. Care Bears. I think I must have watched the Care Bears. Anyway, Garfield and Friends. I think I might have watched like one or two episodes of that. Maybe. Never watched Gummy Bears. Though I did get to react to that intro again. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, like being reacting again to some of the intros that I already reacted to. It's like, oh hey, yeah, this one again. Oh hey, yeah. What do you know? Pup named. Yeah, apparently that one debuted in the '80s, so I got to react to a pup named Scooby Doo a second time. Also, 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo, which DuckTales was amazing. Or no, DuckTales. I don't know if I actually watched DuckTales. Amazing intro though. Phenomenal intro. I think because Scrappy Doo wanted to fight all the time. Like when people didn't like Scrappy. Yeah, I think there were a few reasons. The existing gang worked. Like the existing 5 character team, it worked. It was well balanced. It was a well balanced set of characters. Scrappy sort of, I think Scrappy, people probably felt Scrappy threw off the team dynamics a little bit, combined with him being um, very high energy, um, kind of cocky. Mm, mm. All right, well. All right, so apparently DC do really good anime films. So he was actually successful for a while. Scrappy was actually successful for kind of a while, it looks like. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, more like Scrappy douche. Yeah, so just looking up, and it looks like watching the Marvel films. Nope. Or since Disney bought them, yes, but like the last Marvel, like I did watch some after Disney bought them, but the last Marvel film I watched was No Way Home. Trying to remember some of my faves ones. Did I sound like a pirate? It does seem like some of the hatred for Scrappy Doo is sort of mimetic. Like he wasn't actually all that hated when he first debuted. For good long time he was pretty successful. Um, but then when they did A Pup Named Scooby Doo, Scrappy Doo obviously couldn't appear in A Pup Named Scooby Doo, so he was dropped from that, and then he just didn't really get brought back when they went back to the characters being their regular ages. And some people sort of the people who'd had problems with him felt vindicated and sort of you know were able to push the idea that he was a bad, annoying character. And he did have problems. He was kind of obnoxious, kind of arrogant, but mostly as one of those things. Great Dane, same as Scooby, but it was one of those things where it's like people didn't have a problem with Scrappy until they were told they had a problem with Scrappy. That does happen sometimes, where people don't really have an issue with something until they're told they have an issue with it. You know? You had a problem with Scrappy? Some people did. They have cartoons in English and French living in Canada? Yes. Yeah, there were some French language cartoons. I didn't watch them, obviously. But, I mean, Quebec is, like, the province of Quebec is all French. So, and, like, living in Eastern Ontario, we did get some Quebec television stations. Again, I never watched any of them because I'm an Anglophone. But yeah, there are French cartoons up here. And I believe Sesame Street up here had some segments in French. Hey, Scapegoat. It's not asleep anymore, luckily, Scapegoat. It was earlier when I was preparing to go live, but it's awake now. My foot is woke. Oh no. Yeah, I believe because like something that Sesame Street does is they do localize. So up here, there'd be occasional segments in French. Not usually the Muppet, not usually the cast themselves. It would be sort of like it'd be a segment that didn't have any of the actual cast of the show, any of the actual characters of the show. It'd just be very much its own thing that could be was some Spanish in it? Yeah, very much like it's just its own segment that could be sort of slipped in for French markets. And for like Spanish markets, that segment would have been replaced with a Spanish segment. For markets where like there was a lot for markets with a lot of Mandarin speakers, they could swap in a Mandarin segment, that sort of thing. It's like it it wasn't really specifically part of the main show. Foodie! Hey, Chantel. I know how to pronounce all the letters they have on there. Hey, Chantel. You're here for Scrape. Fair enough, fair enough. I understand. I get it. Trivia nights. Trivia nights are the second Sunday of every month. So had one just last night actually. The January trivia night was just last night. Yeah, it is the second Sunday of every month. Very specific. I mean, it's nice having like it works to have. Yeah, baseball desegregated before the U.S. military. Yep. It's good to have it like as a set date, or like as a set scheduling. Dell said she has a Chinese finger trap for her two cousins. I was trying to think of a way to make that joke. Closest I could come up with for Chinese finger trap. The best I could come up with for like Chinese finger trap was AKA my mail order bride's poo. My mail order bride's vagina. Chinese finger trap. I also hope that we get to live together again. I know, Buttercup. I know, Uncle Buck. I know it's not funny. Wasn't a good joke. It was the best I could come up with. Start by visiting. I know, but it's like $100. But it'd be like $100 to just visit. Once I have money coming in. Gonna come up with your mom. I come up in your mom. I get paid, I'll treat you. No idea what or when I'm getting anything. Yep. Where's the nearest mall you can accost a solitary woman and pressure her? Nearest mall would be Cornwall Square, I think. I mean, not even I think. There's like two malls left in Cornwall, and one of them is like shit. Both of them are shitty, frankly. Cornwall has two malls, and both of them really suck now. Cornwall Square is like half dead. Eastcourt Mall is dead. I remember we popped into Brookdale Mall's gone. Like Brookdale Mall is just completely gone. It's just a strip mall. It's like it's not a mall. It's a strip mall. No Hot Topics. But yeah, I remember like years and years and years ago, we were going to see a movie. The two of Chantal and I, we were going to go see a movie. And we were there pretty early. So we decided to check out the, take a look inside Eastcourt Mall. And man, that was depressing. Can I have 3 large pizzas? Yeah, I remember the last time we were there. It was just depressing. Yeah, and I mean, it might be one of those things where, like, you just have to go at the right time for there to be people. But man, dimly lit restaurant, Miss Cornwall. Sort of. I don't really remember it very well. Who here satisfied most guys in a single screening of a movie, you think? Whoever told somebody to shut up. Whoever told somebody who was talking too much to shut up. That's who did it. That's who satisfied the most guys in a single screening of a movie. Anyway, is this just another excuse for you to boast about jerking off 2 guys in a theater? Oh, Buttercup, check the time. I'm gonna get more water. Back in a minute. Did you use the buttered cup popcorn for help? Hey, Honor. Got verified and kicked. Nice. They pay weekly. Nice, nice. Congratulations. Oh, 8 ounce. It's like Bob's. For a second, I thought you said Bob's, but 8 ounce. Yeah. Now path to partner. That's partner. The split is 95 greater and 5% done. They're not great. That's pretty good. That is good. Would I do gaming on Twitch or Kick? Nah. Absolutely not Twitch, because fuck Amazon. Kick, I don't really know enough about, but I don't really want to learn another streaming service, another app. Online gambling content. Ooh, I actually don't like that part. Good night, Ravishing. Stop in, say hi. Okay, bye. Yeah, just looking up details on Kick. BG. Hey, Gelatin. So you did finally settle on a name. I'm just glad you finally settled on a damn name. Toe for terms of endearment. I still think Pennywise would have been a good name. I still think Pennywise, but her eyes are weird like Pennywise too. Kick's mascot and logo could be like Trump in big stupid herringbone chain necklace sailing through the air on a skateboard. Does my vision make sense? Not sure. Anyway, sorry, Buttercup. I was looking up. I was reading up about Kick, and no, I don't think I would want to move over there. That place seems pretty fucked up. I especially don't like the gambling aspect of it, honestly. There's a lot of stuff about it that seems to suck. Oh my god. It's not just that. There are a lot of shitty people on there. Hey, Nancy. They just tend to have looser moderation in general. So hate speech and harassment tend to go. Don't want my gun might be in my chat telling less than people. Oh, by the way, Buttercup mentioned that you use the Arsler. You should not use the Arsler. You can call people dumbasses or buffoons, clowns, jerkwads, jackasses, nincompoops. Shit weasels, twat waffle, douchebags. To help making an apology video. Chode gobblers. It's a good one. Nancy, thank you for 279, Nancy Botwin. Happiest New Year. Thank you very much. Donkey dicks, anything like that, but not the Arsler. You need to. I know it's tough. Because I mean, it's a word we grew up with. Like it's a word that we absolutely grew up as part of our normal vocabulary. It was just everywhere. That word was everywhere when we were younger. So it's hard to get it out of your vocabulary, but it's important to try. Can't decide if I should join Kick or not. Comes out sparingly, but I hate it after it happens. I did not make a Kick. No, I will not be moving over to Kick. Because I am lazy. You'd have accounts everywhere. Right? Decent living off YouTube. I mean, it varies. As far as my job going, as far as my job, I've been off work for a month, and I'm not going to be back to work for another 3 weeks. Dude's not even letting me put the words that I use when I get mad. As far as whether I make a decent living, depends on the month. This month, I'm probably going to be making like close to $1,000 for, or like my January pay is probably going to be around $1,000. My February pay, who the fuck knows? So far, showing $75 for January earnings. Same job. Yeah, my earnings so far for January are sitting at $75. Because I haven't had Catherine dropping, 200 gift memberships this time around. This chat said you make money working in a booth in the back of an adult bookstore. I mean, $75 is not great. My kryptonite. And I'm just going to be making rice for dinner again. I may or may not have popcorn tonight. Depends on whether because I'll be recording something for. I'll be recording something for Patreon. So it depends on what I decide to record on Patreon. I am not microwaving cheese. Like I've got like a list of things to watch for Patreon. Cigarette smoking Powerade. And a non-Patreon. So you can watch my cartoon intros. Bacterial vaginosis. Where's Strawberry and her greasy stools? And her bacterial vaginosis. Strawberries is definitely very special chatter. She is something. Ariana Grande was on Dancing with the Stars. I did not see that, and I didn't particularly care. Be honest. You're mocking Strawberries. She was yeeted. How's my dating life? Non-existent. Any girls particular fancy? And by fancy, do you mean balls? No. No girls tickling my balls. Yes, I get boners. I'm not asexual. I do jerk off. It's good volunteer as a ball tickler. Yeah, I'm not asexual. It's just I don't feel like I am in a good place for dating. By which I mean Cornwall. That's some weird shit you went to. No, I mean, I like jerking it to lesbians. Is that weird? Dominatrix? No. No, I don't think. No. I don't do well with pain. So, like, being, like, spanked or whipped, I'd be like, nope, nope, don't like this. Change up the sauce in your rice? Nah. Maybe the images of trains and planes and shit like that. I'm not that type of autistic. I'm not, you know, I'm not train and plane autistic. That's not my particular flavor of autism. Dudes in porn are creepy and gross. Yeah. Whips and chains don't excite. Nope. Whips and chains don't excite me. Don't understand how you can eat rice every day. Voluntary, he could find a woman if he wanted to or tried. It's Cornwall. Maybe tentacles are your thing. There's no need to see all up inside every chick's asshole. Is that really needed? Yeah. It gets yeah. I'm not a fan of that either. And I'm attracted to women. I'm like, okay, yeah, we don't need to be doing a colonoscopy here. Brown-eyed girls. Why do our conversations so regularly turn towards porn? I feel like it's a regular thing where just we'll start where we talk about porn. Don't like prolapsed anus? No, that is not something I enjoy seeing. They're degenerates. It's interactive. I am abominable, you're right. Still sad our movie didn't win a Razzie. I don't think the Razzies are even a thing anymore. I feel like the Razzies like stopped a while ago. I should already. Yeah, it's just Buck Russell t-shirt. Oh, huh. I thought the Razzies had disbanded. Patron LA direct. I'm not sure, but I don't really want to. wouldn't watch. I don't think I could, actually. I think Patreon, I believe Patreon does have some restrictions regarding sexual content. I don't think you can, yeah, I don't think porn. Smiley. Hey, Catherine. It fell asleep. And that, yeah, it woke up. It was already waking up by the time I went live. Like, it fell asleep right before I went live, and then it was already waking up as I was going live. It's that tingly feeling. It's weird, yeah. It's an interesting feeling. Jesse's girl. Gentlemen released it on their 5-finger flashlights for the numbing effect. I don't. Anyway, I'm just looking through the. I have not watched Windy City Heat. I'm just looking through Wikipedia's article on Razzie winners who accepted their awards. Hey, Lisa, pins and needles. Tom Green went to the Razzies to accept his awards. He had to be dragged off of the stage while accepting one of his awards because he would not stop playing the harmonica. That tracks. Get that my inner thigh when I lift really heavy. You made the mistake of reading. Hey, Aper. Hey, Sandra. Next trivia. Next trivia will be February 8th. February 8th. Also, apparently, when Catwoman was nominated for multiple awards at the Razzies, Julie Newmar received the Worst Picture award and was told that she was the best Catwoman. That's honestly kind of funny. I kind of love that there's like, you have like Halle Berry accepted for Worst Actress, the screenwriter accepted for Worst Screenplay, and for Worst Picture, like, you know what, we're giving it to Julie Newmar. We love Julie Newmar around here. Honestly, credit. She's Julie Newmar was a damn good Catwoman. World War show? No. Needed the giggle before bed. Always happy to get some giggles. Anywho, I'm gonna go pee. Back in a minute. And I'm back. To Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. All right. Good night, Catherine. I never watched that one. I think tonight I will watch the Chevy Chase roast. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Never watched that one either. Never watched The Pest. What did I say now? Said I was going to watch the Chevy Chase roast. February 9th is your parents' 6th night there. Nice. So you know what they'll be doing that night. Patrick Swayze, John Leguizamo, Wesley Snipes. It's a drag movie. Sleeping? Probably. Enjoying a nice glass of wine and then going to bed. That's what they'll be doing that night. You should have my birthday in February. Yeah. Most years my birthday is in February. Yeah. I've considered having my birthday in other months, but just feels like a lot of effort to change it, you know? Buy your mom more secret chocolates for your birthday. I mean, she Actually, hard to tell if she'd be through the ones I got her for Christmas. Hard to tell if she'll be like if the 6 kits. I guess you'd say they do it often. Makes me think maybe they should have 69'd more, frankly. Unique to 69 once. 6, 7. Yeah. My understanding is that 69ing is actually like usually more of a pain in the ass. You like 7, 7, you get 8 more. Ever done it? No, I don't think I ever have. I was 6 afraid of 7. Because 7 was pretty big. 7 is bigger than 6. Cost of eating it went up due to inflation. To 7, 8, 9. I actually meant to ask different numerals. Ah. Because 7 had a gun. That's the answer. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 had a gun. What's up with YouTube eating your words? I don't know. YouTube's stupid. YouTube hasn't ate yet today. It's funny because it's not funny. Indeed. Anywho's. So how's Zeb? Anything on for tomorrow? Nope. Aw, hi, Kunai. Hey, Kunai, good kitty. Hi. 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 Give her some pets for me. Give her some pettins for me. Yep. Yeah, no special plans for tomorrow. Gross kitty, I shoved her away. Aw, no, give her some pettins. Give the kitty some pettins. And yeah, I think that's it, Uncle Buck. Yeah. Well, that's because you shoot her away and you didn't give her a penance. It's because you need to give her penance. Not a fan of Lysol wipes. What's scuzzlebutt? I think scuzzlebutt's a word. Maybe? There is also scuttlebutt. Her ass is on your iPad. So? Give her penance anyway. I demand penance for kitties. I don't touch cats' butts. Well, no, but I did give Casey penance. I did give that cat penance. I like the endearing head grab. When I did this, when I grabbed her head like this. I think she kind of liked it too. Next to getting paid. Good. You're just lucky I didn't say. You're just lucky I didn't demand something else for her, Uncle Buck. You're lucky I didn't demand she get something else. And you know what I'm talking about. That's it. I'm not saying it. So tempting. So tempting to say it just on my way out, though. Because it is time for me to get going. Exactly, Buttercup. So it's time for me to get, yeah, not that one. Not that one, pause. Yeah, time for me to get going. So thanks for watching. And good night, everybody's.